Of course, as soon as we get to where I'm going, almost where I'm going, it starts fucking raining. Just my freaking luck today. Well, it's not raining on here. It's raining on this half of the train. I got my phone here. I can put my bag in the wall. I think we're standing outside. But it's not raining on this side of the train. NJT. Next stop is the airport. Not lost there. We're at the airport station. Hopefully it doesn't decide to rain too fucking hard and long, because I don't feel like getting soaked. Train to boarding is late. Train to Boston's late. Alright, let's see what we get through here. There should be a fair amount of shit for the PM rush hour. The problem is it started raining. Although it's still fucking gorgeous out. A little tip about this station, actually. So I like filming here. I think this is a cool spot. But to get tickets to this station, they charge you $15 because they're adding the cost of the air train into the NJT ticket price, and your ticket does work on the air train. So the trick is, when you want to come here, you buy a ticket to North Elizabeth. See, I bought my tickets in, well, it's not going to focus on that, but North Elizabeth. Not sure what those two things have to do with each other, but things on the tracks are there. The high voltage is there, but, you know, whatever. Nice horn on that one. So we should be getting a whole bunch of southbounds, or this is the corridor, so westbounds pretty soon. I was hoping to be able to stand all the way out there because it was so nice when I left New York, but it's decided it wants to rain. So, you know, that's the other good part about this station. They've got pretty decently long canopies. Also, if you're going to be here while Ralph in, and they get the shitter. Oh, it's hot in here. Jesus. Staying outside. Well, so actually, what do we have coming? So this is the 4:30. That's the one I was going to take to get here. So page 1 of 2. The New York train in 4 minutes. New York South Amboy train in New York. Yeah, for Beetlejuice. Just a set of multi-levels. Pretty standard. Whoop, almost walked into that door. Hey Brian, how's it going? Make sure somebody lets me know. There goes the air train. Yeah, I took NJT out toward the airport. I like filming here. I don't know why I like filming at this station. I always find this station fun though. Another good horn. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to film the corridor today. Oh my goodness. Wasn't sure there was going to be any service on the corridor today, today after the weekend derailment, but they got it fixed. I love that sound that only an amp lead can make. It may be annoying, but we're all gonna miss it once it's gone. Oh, here comes an express train. It's some Amtrak stops here, some NJT stops here. A lot of NJT stops here, a few Amtrak stop here, really. I think Amtrak makes this once an hour. Man, this rain's getting heavy. Shit. The next thing to stop is... that left already. The next thing listed is the train to New York. So it's mostly going to be NJT. We're going to lose the light probably 6, like completely, by probably 6. Train to Boston in 20 minutes. Maybe all the regionals stop here. I just almost got shit on by a bird. I'll probably catch like the 5:42 or something back to New York. There should be a lot of express NJT trains. I hope. Usually there are. See, this is one of the things I like about this station. You get the air train running. It wouldn't be the first time I got shit on by a bird. It wouldn't be the first time I've ever shit on a bird. Shit on by a bird while rail fanning. It would be the first time where I hadn't driven wherever I was going, so I had a spare t-shirt in my car, though. There's a reason when I go rail fanning, I always throw a spare t-shirt in my car, because you never know. You might get muddy, you might get shit on, you might get soaked. I mean, this is still the early end of rush hour. Yeah, so this is the new smartphone. Hopefully the service is fine. Everything's on fucking A-Track, which I think is the one all the way over. Like, that's the one thing that I find extremely annoying. About this station is just how many fucking tracks there are and how spread out it is. Like, you've got these 2 island platforms, right? So you've got, I guess I'll get wet for a second here. You've got a lot of the NJT local trains that come in over here. Ah, fuck, it's really raining. And then you've got, let's see here. Kind of ironic on a day like today. And you've got 4 tracks, and then you've got another, at least 1 over there. So I'll hold the same island platform set up on the other side. So you got 6 tracks. So there's no way to get a good shot of all of them. And then you got the 2 for the air train over there. So I've never had a major problem with T-Mobile. I mean, I'm streaming live off T-Mobile right now. Um, the only issue with T-Mobile is sometimes the coverage gets kind of spotty, um, but not usually in this area. Like when we were chasing Big Boy last year, it was hell. Although it was hell for Fanrailer too, and he was on Verizon, so it's kind of a crapshoot. But I tend to get worse service the farther out I go. What was it? Who's dispatching on the NEC? This is Amtrak. The entire corridor is Amtrak except for New Rochelle to New Haven. Which is why, wow, this is a big gap in trains. Which is why that area of the corridor is such a complete and utter clusterfuck. Yet Amtrak owns the entire thing and dispatches it, except the stretching from New Rochelle to, where goes the air train? From New Rochelle to New Haven. And it's just, yeah. What really sucks is the guys who work the New Haven. There's guys on Amtrak who basically only work the New Haven to New York stretch. They'll crew change in New York and they'll crew change again in New Haven. So there's some guy who only ever gets to go 65 on the Acelas. Because Metro North is completely inept. If you've ever looked at how they budget the schedule out, there's like all this padding up there too on the Mets. That's what they call it. And they get delayed, and it's horrible. Last time we went up to, I guess we took the train to Providence. We were coming back on the Acela, and the damn thing was on time into New Haven. We were good into New Haven. We were good all the way from Providence to New Haven. The train was on time in Providence there. We get out of New Haven. I guess we get into New Haven on time. And we sit there for, God, I don't know, 20 minutes? I mean, we sat there forever. Alright, we got a highball on the middle track. I'm trying to untangle. I'm wearing my backpack. There we go. My phone is plugged in, and the cord got tangled, so I'm trying to untangle it since I stood up. Highball in the middle. Still not on the outside. The pain in the ass with this stop is you have no way of, even if I brought two phones or an iPad and a phone or something, there's no real way to tell when the next train is coming, except by looking at departure vision for like Newark, Penn, and sort of trying to figure it out, because I think everything stops there. Yeah, everything stops there. The farther down the corridor you go, the harder it gets to. Wow, they run these air trains frequent. The only reason I'm sort of camping out down at this end is where I'm farthest from where the air train lets out. So the air train lets out, you come across that bridge, and then onto the platforms. And so it's kind of either like camp out at this end or camp out all the way at the other end to avoid people. Because otherwise you get a lot of weird looks like you're talking to yourself, which is really awkward. I guess that might be less now with everyone talking on Zoom and shit, but you're like staring at your phone talking to yourself. Not a good look. Well, for heaven's sake. There comes one, but I think that's the stopper. Maybe it's not a stopper. The next stopper's at 458. Walk around to that side and see if he highballs. I guess I'll get wet. Hey. Yeah, the problem is I'm at the airport train station. I don't really care if I look like an idiot. I'm at the airport station, so I really don't want to attract attention to the Port Authority. But worst case, if I get the heave-ho, I'll just get the next train to Secaucus or something. I know I saw a train. Where'd it go? I don't think you can see Hunter from here. That's where the RVL comes off. But that fucker disappeared like a fart in the wind, so maybe he can. Of course it is. Shit's always late. That better be page 2. There's no way a train makes no stops when you hear a train. Okay, that makes more sense. So there's a 458 to Trenton, 459 to New York, 459 to Boston, but it's late. Okay. Raritan Valley Line, sorry. Here comes something. Yeah, so the Raritan Valley Line diverges off. It gets onto the Lehigh Line, which is that Conrail shared assets line. I don't think you can see that from here, but maybe you can, because I have no idea where that fucking train went. Another air train. Set of arrows. We should be seeing more of those. There's usually a whole bunch of sets out. Why they put those when they can only do 80 on the express runs, I will never understand. Like, the whole fucking point of multiple units is that you can, stop and start easily. But then they throw them on the Trenton Expresses, where they're slower than the locomotive hauled trains. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I don't know. I love those cars. They don't have a whole lot of time left, so when they built those cars, they could do 100. NJT decided to muck with them a while back and screwed them up when they rebuilt them. And I always forget what the actual problem with them is. Something to do with the inverters or something. But if they go over 80, they start having issues. I wonder if we can see that switch throw. Maybe I'll try walking up there later. I don't know where the fare gates for the air train are, but I didn't want to pay $15 each way for tickets to this station to include air train fare when I'm not really going to the airport. And that's an easy way to get yelled at by the Port Authority. Filming on the filming on their property. It's New Jersey Transit. They have to monkey with everything. I mean, they can't order anything stock. They've been trying to buy replacements for the arrows. Oh. I don't know if you could see that from there. No, the Port Authority has a strict rule about no filming on their trains. They will throw you out and try and get you to delete the footage. What was I about to say? Oh, so NJT's been trying to get replacements for the Arrow 3s for a while now. But instead of doing something like what makes sense and ordering, oh, I don't know, Silverliner 5s, or wherever those things are. You know, the new Septicars. I think they're 5s. They decide that, no, we need to order our own type of equipment. So what they've tasked Bombardier and I guess now it's Alstom to do is take the multi-level car that Bombardier built and NJT uses on, I would say at this point, probably most, if not a lot, I guess a lot, if not most, of its trains, and make that into a multiple unit. And those cars are like at weight limit already, and size limit for Penn. So where do you want to stick all the electrical equipment that weighs a lot? They can't figure it out. So then they said, because usually on a multiple unit, you either stick it on top or below. Here comes another express. I think that's a dual mode. Yeah, that's dual mode. Okay, that's the closest I've ever gotten to the Erie Lackawanna Heritage Unit. That was on 3361 going to Bayhead, if anybody wants to throw an alert. 3361 to Bayhead as the EL unit on it. I'm actually kind of glad he was going slow. Probably slipping, in all honesty. Next train is... Every time I look at that screen, it's on page 2. I don't know why they do that. Trenton in 3 minutes. That Boston thing is... Lord knows. Somebody's walking a dog. Yeah, the other thing I like about this station is you're close enough to the city where you got a lot of service, right? Because the coastline hasn't diverged yet. But... you've got enough, like you're remote enough, because basically as soon as you cross the tracks over there beyond the air train, that's all airport. So you got the peace and quiet. Never thought I'd say that around an airport, but that's like where all the parking lots are. So you've got like the quiet of not a city station, and it's not used that heavily. Hey, the rain's stopping. But you also have, coming on the outside, but you also have a ton of service because you've got all the... None of the lines have diverged yet. You also don't have the 16 million people like you do when you go to Newark, Penn. I hate filming at Newark, Penn. Remember I just said they use multi-levels for almost everything? Bayhead train already came through. They don't stop here though. You gotta go back to Newark.
All the trains that go to Long Branch stop at the airport. All of them.
The Long Branch ones do, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
You just want Long Branch?
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be one in a few minutes.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think there's one in like 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, a little bit. I'm a rail fan. I like trains, so. Crane made a Comet salad. There's Comet 2s, Comet 3, 2, 3s, 4s, 5s. And they jumble them all together. And it's can be absolutely awful if you've got a bad set. Wait, he'll send you for a ride. That guy got on the wrong train. He was looking for, it says Bayhead, but now he's asking about Long Branch. So if you want Bayhead, if you want the expresses, you got to go back to. Holy shit, it's hot in here. Ooh, shit, it's not for half an hour. I thought there was one in like 10 minutes. I like how it just says trains to the Jersey Shore. Not only, but largely. Nobody around now. We can mosey down the platform a little bit here. I think that door is broken. It just keeps opening and closing. See, I knew I'd be a little early coming out this early, but when you lose the sun at like 6 something, 5:45, 6 something, you gotta come out a little early. But nothing's stopping for a while, but that doesn't mean there's nothing not stopping for a while. Because it's 5:03. They're pushing. This is when Penn is at its, most insane. The hell is that? Well, you can't rail fan the evening rush hour in the winter unless you go to like Newark, Penn, Secaucus, or somewhere low indoors. Bleach bottle. Oh, a bunch of crap down there. Bleach bottle. It looks like a piss bottle. Somebody's like actual nice water bottle. A wheel. NJ. Well, so New York Penn is. What that brick thing is. So New York Penn is like legitimately underground. Newark Penn is not underground, but it's undercover. There's like a train shed that covers everything, so you can actually. It's lit. Like this is lit, but it wouldn't really help. What else is lit? Extrain to New York, according to that sign. Good Lord, the hell was that? I think it stopped raining, so that's nice. See what the hell is clanging around so much? Oh, they're taking the escalator apart. Looks like those stairs could use some work now. I think the boards are broken. So that's 3860. Or is that 3868 that just pulled in? Looks like it says 3860. Oh, that's 3860. So that's the code. Oh, I see. He's on time. It's the one before him that's still late. There comes Amtrak slow as shit. So everything on the far side from us is going to New York, Penn Station, and points beyond. Yeah, this is the 10-minute late Boston train. '94. The NJT that pulled in before it came from Trenton. That's going to New York. So yeah, we got another NJT train coming up over the flyover tracks over there. You can tell the NJT ones because they have the incandescent headlights, so they look more yellow. Amtrak's got the brighter LEDs, the really white ones. So the train, the train just left is gone from the board. This one's the 510 train from Trenton. It's probably like the one that just came through with the local Quarter Line train, and this would be the express one. So the one that's arriving now should be the 3896, I believe. Oh, did it crap out for a second? Well, if T-Mobile shits the bed on me, then I guess will be the end of that. So that is train number. It's another New York train, and it would be. I got to pan this way so I can see the departure reports. That would be 3896 to New York. No idea what that was, but it was something going to Trenton. Yeah, my phone switched over apparently from 5G to 5G UC, whatever that means. That almost looks like arrows. What is it? It's not stopping, whatever it is. It is arrows. Yeah, it says so. All of a sudden, my phone's going Wi-Fi network. Hell's going on now? I'm just getting pissed off at this point. A smart move, because this is ridiculous. I don't think it's that. I think I'm getting throttled because it wouldn't be cutting in and out. See, this is the problem you get when a company says you have unlimited, because then they put all the cap kind of rules on it because you're not paying for each gig. Back when you had to pay for each gig of data, it may have been more expensive to do something like this. But the company couldn't be like, well, we give you unlimited until 30 gigs, or until the line gets too busy and you're using too much of it, and then we reserve the right to throttle you. I'm going to assume this is not going to work. But you can't bitch about it too loudly because it's not, or there's not, you can bugs, because there's not another plan you can buy with more data. So, fuck if I know. There goes another air train. While I'm still connected. I mean, if T-Mobile really has a plan for $20 a month, not that I'm making much of a profit off this. That's fine. What I was starting to say is, I'm not gonna get paid for make much money off YouTube for this, but something that might be worth it. Because then I could do these live stream things all the freak time. I think I saw an NJT coming. And frankly, when the weather out is nice out, it's fun. Not very hard either. All I gotta do is stand on the platform, hold my phone. And frankly, it makes it two-way, right? I can talk to you guys. You can. This is Newark Airport. I used to have Verizon, but other people on my phone bill decided that too expensive, because this is a lot cheaper. But maybe I'll stop at T-Mobile on the way home. At the very least, I'm gonna. Okay, maybe it is better over here. I don't know anymore. I'm on a family plan, and it's a bit of a pain to deal. No, I have not run into him. I'm down the far end of the platform where it's out. Because it looks like you're in the middle of nowhere at this station, but you're really right in the middle of Newark. So I can't imagine there wouldn't be a good cell signal here. Oh, here we go, hot rail. back here on a day where if I can figure out how to deal with this throttling problem. But I just noticed something. No reason. I've been down this end of the platform before. Yes, if they have to board off the track. Oh, now you can see the whole. May end up cutting this short, this throttling problem. This is getting stupid, but. Yeah, see, look, there's this little tunnel. Like, what is the point? Well, I've missed this train. Yeesh, comets. And I'm glad I missed that train, actually. So I guess I'll start heading over toward the other side. There goes the switch again. The wind is also starting to pick up, which is just going to make... These are the old boards. I don't know if you can see that, but it says... it says Amtrak 65 Regional Washington. Does the site say anything? They don't use these anymore. That one's actually doing something. Maybe these do work. That one's just counting. Oh, I just stepped in a puddle. It's like we're all good until it gets too windy out, and then you can't hear anything except... So... I'm gonna go find out, at the very least, when I get back into the city, what the deal with throttling is. Oh, is that just that's the comets leaving? Oh, wait a second. There come Amtrak. Alright. Now it's time to head to the other side and get out of here. Because this is getting spotty enough you can't do much of anything. train over here. That's NJT, the South Amboy. That's a coastline train. South Amboy is like the short turn for coastline. I'm gonna wait for all these people to make their way to the air train, and then I'll head out to the other side. And I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna let the stream run until I run out of data, either by getting dropped by T-Mobile, or the tunnel going into Penn. But so I guess either I'll kill it in Secaucus or it'll die on its own. I'm just waiting for the crowd, because actually, yeah, there's no point in crowding onto a packed escalator. Oh, a lot of people going to the airport. It's the ticket I came down with, NYP to North to Liz. I gotta find. I haven't gotten Samsung Pay set up on my new phone yet. That's ticket. North to Liz to NYP. Again, you do that here to avoid paying for the air train that you're not going to use because you're just coming here to film like an idiot. But next train to New York is in 3 minutes and then 12 minutes. I better kind of hurry up. I don't see it yet. So when this station existed in Train Sim World, I don't think you could go up here. I think you had to cross via the track. Maybe you could go up this far. So yeah, so if you buy an NJT ticket to Newark Airport Station, which is this, it assumes you're going to the airport. So no, I think you could cross over. You could only go as far as only go this far though. Those doors didn't open. So here, I'll show you the air train setup. 2 minutes from New York Penn, Secaucus in New York. So you tap the QR code on that little reader, and the gates open. Bayhead Trenton. So this actually says Bayhead Trenton going New York and whatnot. Yeah, I guess you could go this far. Well, one's supposed to be around 1 minute.
Airport passengers now arriving on track A is the new transit on 37
There's more arrows.
trains at Penn Station, New York, making stops at Newark, Penn, C Compass. Switch to gas while boarding the train.
Yeah, so NJT does not operate AirTrain. Port Authority operates AirTrain. So if you want to, but there's no reason to be at this station. It literally does not connect to anything but AirTrain. Cool, I'm getting multi-levels home. There's no access to the street from here. This whole train is 7,200 cars. Those are the ones with the bathrooms. And all the others with the bathrooms all are cab cars or 7.2 somethings. And they're hard to find at 7,200. There's like 4 on this train. $37.36. 37.36. Okay. Do a quick sort of walk around of a New Jersey Transit multi-level. Now that would be the train number, 3736. I'm in 7725. So you push the button, open the door, and so the multi-levels have doors. Am I alone in this vestibule? Yeah. So on the multi-levels, they have doors over where high-level platform doors often are in the middle of the car. But then they also have these ones on the end with traps, so they can handle the low-level platforms.
New York.
If the handle ring. If you were to, I'm not going to do it obviously, but if you step on that green handle, this panel here hinges up and locks in here, and that's steps that go down. And then the conductor controls all the doors there. And then that's in an emergency. I ain't touching it now. PA system. Controls for something, I don't know what. And then you push. Tune with the car body. Whack my damn head on the luggage rack. So we were at Newark Airport. So maybe that was a rare Rarities Line train I saw that disappeared. So we got airport North Elizabeth. Maybe it's because so many people were using cell phones over there. What sucks is there's nowhere you can really get to the train between Chicago. But so be it. But anyway, so we've filmed, or I've done streams from Secaucus before. I've done streams from, well, now Newark Liberty. I'm probably gonna do one from Broad Street at some point. Hoboken. So I've done Secaucus upper level. I don't know if I've ever done Secaucus lower level. It can get interesting because there's only diesels down there. And down here, not really connected to the rest of the system. You have the Atlantic State Line, not worth finding. It is all Jeeps, which is nice, but it's all Jeeps like every 2 hours. Service sucks. So yeah, Broad Street's on my list. What else is on my list? I guess that really kind of is the list for now for NJT. On Long Island, we've done the key stop, which is corridor. Like North Philly, Multiverse, somewhere down there. The problem is you start running out of trains. Like, there are, man. So this is kind of deceiving, right? So there are trains going to Dover. You go through Chicago and go to New York. You know, I guess the Gladstone really does mostly go to Hope. Everything, I think there are a few trains a day that go out past there. You see how it's that. Wait for her to connect. But that would also mean that all of this should be dashed. Springville to Hoboken, Suffern to Hoboken. Because there is no way except by transferring at Secaucus Junction to get into New York. Ouch. Yeah, I know. Where are we? I mean, they never actually took my ticket. I could try Newark for a little bit. They never actually took my ticket, so I'm going to jump off here for a few. See what's happening at Newark. Thank you, 3736. Oh shit. I didn't know this ended here. I gotta be careful filming that. That's path. You don't want to film path too much, you get yelled at. You see what I mean by this being sort of indoor, sort of outdoor? I believe that's open to the elements, but over the platform it's not. And it's fairly decently lit because it's under like a canopy. The problem is you have to decide what side you want to be on, unless you want to get paid. I've actually never filmed here before, so when Path comes into World Trade, they stop upstairs. Then they pull out west of the station, where they can get onto the lower level, and they pull in and load down here. I'm not getting within eye shot of a Path motorman because I don't feel like getting yelled at. Really, I want to be on the other side of Path anyway, because this is basically just discharging NJT. Oh, 20's coming in. 20 is in. Alright, I gotta put my mask back on. Yeah, so Path is entirely automated train operation. Although they don't call it that. So, ATO for them would mean the doors as well. Which is not being done. They still have a conductor working the doors. The trains just drive themselves. But supposedly at some point, Path could be full with the system they have in place on the PA5. Path could be fully automated. So there's one waiting to come in. Oh, see, there's one coming downstairs. I don't know why they have that set up like that, but that's how it was built. So. Let's see if my internet connection gets bit. Maybe I'll stop getting throttled because I'm not on the same cell tower anymore. That Path's about to leave. He's closing doors. Yeah, the way they run path here, they try to always have one train on the platform. Look at that, 1 minute and then 4 minutes. Wow, they're pushing it in. And there should be another one waiting to pull in just a minute. Like pull up in just a second here. But I'm not gonna stick around. I'm gonna head over to the other side. My mask is stuck on my wrist. So forgive the bad camera work for a second while I unstick the mask from my wrist. Yeah, see, he's leaving already. See, I think this used to just be another station at Newark, Penn. Because, like, it was another platform. It really does look like they just kind of shoehorned that in. And then walled off the door that was there. So, probably, originally, that was not for path. But I think they probably. So yes, some trains go. So from here, everything goes to World Trade Center. It smells like stale junk in here. I want to see if they still have the old board, the old departure board in here. If you take the PATH train 2 stops to Journal Square, you can catch the Journal Square to 33rd Street train, which goes up 6th Avenue and stops at emulates an old one. It makes the noise and it digitally flips around, but it's not a genuine split flat board. Which is kind of sad. Ah, fuck. Those more arrows. Those are more arrows. Oh, we gotta fuck to find a working door around here. I don't even know where this is going. This is going to South Amboy?
Connecting service to the end is expected to arrive on track 3 in approximately 5 minutes. Attention, Newark Penn Station passengers.
If the screens would go off 2, there we go. That's 20. That's Amtrak 20. The shiny new bag dorm on it. I forget what 20 is, but it's 20. Carolinian? No, it's not. I don't know what it is. I hate walking backwards. This is the other problem I forgot about with Penn. Apparently that's gone rancid. That one's going to Raritan. That's an RVL train, Raritan Guy Line, but he pulled it in deep as fucking shit. How's the stream doing? We still okay? Now that I'm here, I'm going to kind of camp out toward this end. got the next one probably coming in on 4, which it would have been cool to see all 3 here at once, but. Yeah, that's the big problem here, is everything stops. So you're not going to get the speed runs. I'm going to try and figure out a way. Yeah, I'm going to talk to T-Mobile and see why I was getting throttled. So this is the one to Raritan. Supposedly they just made an announcement, I don't know if you can hear it, about the 625 train to High Bridge.
Good evening, all of you.
Sounds like what's happening is the Raritan trains oftentimes sit here for a while, and it sounds like they're having people board that train thinking it's the High Bridge train in 20 minutes. So what the lady was announcing was, please do not board that train thinking it's the High Bridge train. Basically, Raritan is the usual terminal, but it's not the only terminal. Some trains are extended to High Bridge. The next one is, but they must have had people trying to get on this one thinking it was going all the way. Wow, it's like the old days. We got arrows over here, we got arrows over there, we got arrows everywhere. No, so Raritan is the main last stop. In fact, like on the weekend, they only go that far. Highbridge is a few trains go that far in the AM and the PM rush hour, and that's really it. Yeah, I think this is like the only station where they don't usually blow the horns pulling in. I thought that said it was going to Kamloops or something for a second.
Newark, Pennsylvania passengers. The 604 North Jersey Coast line to Penn Station, Newark is operating 10 minutes late.
That's what I thought the announcement said. I mean, I know it didn't, but it's what it sounded like. I think it said trend. I think it was talking about this train. The rare? Yeah, I think it leaves at 5 after. New Jersey Transit on lines like Raritan where they only go. The hell? New Jersey Transit is something coming in over there? Oh, it's in the reflection of his headlight. New Jersey Transit actually has a lot of lines that they cut short, or they extend rather during rush hour. Raritan's an example. The Morristown line / Boonton line during the week runs trains as far as Hackettstown. On the weekend, they don't run service past Dover. Here we go. So on the weekend, all Morristown line trains terminate at Dover. During the week, a select number continue on to either Lake Apacong, Mount Olive, or Hackettstown, which is beyond. That set of arrows is still down there and sitting on Duck Bridge. What was I going to... Oh, so then on the weekend, so then you got the Montclair Boonton line.
Passengers, smoking is not permitted on board trains and stations on station platforms. New Jersey Transit thanks for your cooperation.
On the weekend, the Montclair Boonton line doesn't even really run. It runs as far as Bay Street only on an every 2-hour shuttle. That's really kind of pointless. Gladstone branch only runs as a shuttle between Summit and Gladstone. I mean, I can show you this better if I had a map here, but I'd have to go pretty far for a map. But, so he left, so where's the next Raritan lines then? stop if you got 5 cars, I guess.
Amtrak 610 eastbound regional train number 148 to Springfield is expected to arrive on track 2 in approximately 4 minutes. Attention, Newark Penn Station passengers.
That's
This
track 2 over there.
Regional train number 148 to Springfield is scheduled to arrive on track 1. Will not be arriving on track 2.
It's better for us. Usually we couldn't see track 1, it's beyond half, but track 2. How the hell is it going to get up? I think that's track 2. How the hell is it coming in on track 2? There's a freaking set of arrows still sitting there. Do you see the arrows? But so then, yeah, so it's 1 is, so you got A1 path, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 5 is about to have another RVL train sitting on it. So this theoretically should be the high bridge. It's another dual mode. Boring. You're really going to stop all the way back there? Alright, he got pull up. So he's going to take his sweet time. But there's nothing else going on, so we might as well keep the camera on him. I think he saw us filming.
Jersey Transit 6049 North Jersey Coast Line to Penn Station, New York is expected to arrive on track 1 in approximately 5 minutes.
He's got a headlight out. Yeah, I don't know if you can read that, but it says train 5743 hybrid on it. Oh, this is a cab car. Huh. You don't see that very often. That's 3871 going to Trent.
Arriving on track 2, the Amtrak 610 train number 148 to Springfield and stops at New York, New Rochelle, Stanford, Bridgeport, New Haven, Wallingford, Maryland, Berlin, Hartford, Windsor Locks, and Springfield. Please stand back from the yellow line and please don't stick out while avoiding the trip. This collects on the quiet car are located in the rear location.
Wow, that's a crowded Amtrak train. Really crowded.
This is
That Amtrak, yeah, that's a regional 178, I think he said. It's going to Springfield. That's one of the few that leaves the corridor in New Haven and goes to Boston. Or leaves the corridor in New Haven and doesn't go to Boston. It goes to Springfield. There used to be more of those, but once they opened the Hartford line, well, actually, that might not be it. It might have been COVID that knocked it out, but the Hartford line didn't help. Yeah, so in New Haven, they'll pull the electric off, and they'll put a P42 on it. Up north, there's not that many. That's cool. It's Acela Power Car 2000. That's a mirror so the engineer can see. Was the stream clear enough you guys caught that popping out? If it was, I'm going to clip that. You saw it pop out or you clipped it? Yeah, okay, that was cool. I've actually never seen that before. Somebody's got their brights on. Comet salad to Long Branch. I was hoping we catch an Acela here. So it looks like NJT is only the only stuff using at 1 and A or NJT. Whoops, sorry. I gotta switch hands, my hand's getting tired. I wish that damn diesel would leave already. That was a well-placed hole. What is this? 39, 57 at Trent. If you're reading this, I love you and I care. Please take care of yourself. Okay. Fuck, I feel like a retinal burn from the headlights. I think they said that was at 25 after, so that thing leaves in 5 minutes. I think there's another Acela going the other direction soon. I gotta walk over to the sign. Unless somebody watching wants to tell me when the next Acela at Newark, Penn is. We saw a westbound, so it's gotta be an eastbound. Well, it doesn't have to be.
Woodbridge, South Acela, Newport, Silver, Longridge,
So this will be a dual mode. There comes something on this side. Do you have his rear headlight on? So that train just came from Raritan. It's really screwy. So the way New Jersey Transit operates Raritan is midday they go through to Penn. But off peak times, because there's no slots left in the tunnels to get to Penn, they turn in Newark. They used to turn some, I think, at least in Hoboken. But they stopped claiming there's no spots in Hoboken, which makes no sense. Okay, there's an Acela 6 minutes late. I didn't catch what direction it's going. Here comes something on 3. And here goes the Bayhead train. I'm paying for that. Oh, it's wrong. Whatever it is on 4 or 5. It's almost impossible to tell because of the curve. Last time I filmed at this station, on 5? That's on 5, and it doesn't look like a multi-level or a dual mode. That looks like a PL42. I did not know they could double platform trains like that. I'm gonna risk the signal to walk down there. Oh, never mind. He's already moving.
If the New Jersey Transit 626 will train to Penn Station, New York, making stops in New York. Please stand back from the yellow line and please use the gap line during the train.
So the front car's got a bathroom. That's got a bathroom. That does not. That's got a bathroom. What the heck is with some of these trains? And that's a cab car, so it has a bathroom. So that was the High Bridge train. This is I guess the next Raritan line train. This one's being pulled by a PL42. Number 4030. Keep pulling in. I don't want to listen to the hep. The bigger problem with those is not a deal breaker for you, but it sucks for me is they stink. I don't know what they actually are, but they smell like they're like EPA tier -8. Oh, this is Trent. This is probably over here. first ones. So when they do an announcement, it blanks out half the board. Boston, that's page 2 again. Oh, more arrows. Boston at 6:29 now. Where is it? I doubt it was going the wrong way for those. Track 2, 5 minutes. That's an Acela, and it changed again. Boston, 6:29. And then there's a 6:32 on track 2 to New York. That's a Keystone train. I mean, so far, actually train 92 is supposed to be here 6:45. It just says delayed. So the next interesting thing is the 6:29 train to Boston, which is another Acela, and it's in 4 minutes. I mean, arrows aren't bad, but and there's a multi-level cab car. $39.59 to Trenton. I bet that guy who got off and ran is going to the Raritan train. I want to make sure I don't see that Acela yet, because I'm hoping we don't get blocked. Shifted. Come on. I think I saw the headlights. There's the engine. Keystone due in a few minutes too.
Amtrak 632 Newark Keystone train number 652 to New York is expected to arrive on track 2 in approximately 4 minutes.
Wait a minute, did they just say 8 minutes? I think they just said 8 minutes. That means we have the potential of getting blocked. They said 8 minutes on 2, if I heard that right. Man, that PL smoked up the place. Can you see that? It's like hazy in here. I'm walking over to the sign again. I'm gonna try and keep talking here because otherwise I'm gonna get demonetized. No, I should be alright. I mean, it's not my fault I'm streaming out in the world and somebody get music out. You see Long Bridge, Newark, Harrisburg 52 doesn't have a track number. Oh wait, doesn't have a page.
Penn Station passengers. The 632 inbound Keystone train number 652 to New York scheduled to arrive on track 1 will now be arriving on track 2.
In 2 minutes. It keeps going to page 2 on the stupid screen, and then you can't see what they're talking about. There's a Washington, but it's in 7 minutes on 3, and discharge only 92 in both. Well, it just says delayed. There goes path. Here comes the Keystone. It's not cab forward though. It's loco forward. I don't even know what time it is at this point. It's 6:30. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay here till 7. And then I'm going to head back.
Amtrak 642 Westbound regional train number 137 to Washington is expected to arrive on track 3 in approximately 5 minutes. Arriving on track 2 is the Amtrak 632 bound train number 652 to New York, making stops in New York. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Arriving on track 4 is the New Jersey Transit 637 outbound train to San Francisco, making stops at Newark Airport, North Elizabeth, Linton, Runway, Honolulu, Woodbridge,
That was interesting. So it was a cab car. There's at least one Keystone set that's running around. Here's a South Amboy train. There's one that's running around that doesn't have a cab car on it. It just has 2 engines. Maybe they're tacking the cab car on now as a coach and putting an engine on it anyway, or they lost another cab car. Like another cab car broke. Either one is possible. I have no idea. So there's nothing that way. So now we're waiting for the regional that's going to come up this way. Fucking starving. goes that one. Somebody's left their cane here. Page 2 again. Washington is at 6:42, so it should be in a minute. And there's a discharge only at 6:45. Basically, that thing is late. That Keystone. So they run cab cars on the East Coast, on this line, and on the shuttle. The shuttle runs 4664. The shuttle runs from New Haven up to Springfield and back. That way they don't have to figure out how to run around and do weird shit. Or put two P-42s on a one-car train. The other thing that they do, the other place they use cab cars is on the Keystone, because they have to change directions in Philadelphia to head down the... Basically, you come in through Zoo interlocking from the north to go into Philadelphia. You get into Philadelphia, change ends, and then back up, then back through Zoo on the westbound leg of it to in order to get back to Harrisburg. So you have to go into or you don't make Philadelphia, but make Philly. So you could do it by making North Philadelphia and then going to Harrisburg, but they want to go to Philly, so they have to change ends, so they put the cab car on it. The Pennsylvanian, the one that goes all the way to Pittsburgh, does not have that problem of needing a cab car, because when they pull the electric off in Philly and put the diesel on, so they just put the diesel on the other end. This looks like Amtrak coming. You can see the LEDs. I'm gonna back up to where I'm really alone here.
Arriving on track 3, the Amtrak 642 westbound train number 137 to Washington, making stops at Newark Airport, Metro Park, Trenton, Philadelphia, Wilmington, Baltimore, Beaver Airport, Newport, and Washington. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. Business class and quiet car are located in the rear location, letter East.
It's too bad they don't still do them manually. So then this one ends in Washington, but some of the regionals continue south off the corridor down to Richmond, Newport News, Norfolk, or somewhere else. Guy's playing a switch. The other nice part about the regional is everyone faces forward. On the Keystones, they got seats going forward and backward. So you sit facing forward halfway, and then you sit facing backward halfway. I have no idea what extremely loud thing is pulling in over there. Yeah, so they do a power swap in Washington. Although, are those dual modes they're ordering for Cat and Erie? I thought those were third rail dual modes. Alright, it's 45. I just gotta keep getting phone calls from a certain person who I have not been answering, but I probably should. Sorry, I just texted a response. Oh, extreme headlights. Oh, it's the next rare train, looks like.
Arriving on track 1 is the New Jersey Transit 644 inbound train to Penn Station, New York, making New York. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train.
This is the Army one again. Hey, man. Oh, we saw this one come in as a rare train. That's what it was. I was like, hang on, we saw this one already. I was like, I have not been here long enough for a train to go all the way to Rarity and come back.
Transit 647
So long brunch. The accent on the voice is weird. Horn works. Of course, he stopped it right fucking there, so we're gonna have to listen to the hap. Yeah, probably. I don't know, I guess it picked it up, yeah. The fuck? Stepped in oil or something. This is a long branch. 6:45, it just says delayed. There's a 6:52 to Harrisburg on 3 and 7 minutes. I gotta move because there's a guy over there eating McDonald's and I'm hungry and it smells really good. $32.75 long range. Wait, how much slack is in this? Not bad. HNJT, sometimes all you hear is ka-wonk. As all the cars go smashing, you go bang, 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 bang. Alright, we got a Trenton train in 15 minutes. That's page 2 again. We've also got a Washington and a Boston in 15 minutes. I don't know where 92 is, it just says delayed. Harrisburg on 3 and 5 minutes. But then at 7:03 and 7:04 we got a Washington and a Boston. Oh, you've never seen NGT. We gotta wait for a set of comets being pushed. You got a set of comets doing the pushing? I always joke about it, like the slack rolls in, the slack rolls out. Might as well get a view of the Army unit while we're here. Something's on 4 in 6 minutes. You know what else I could use? Water. I've been talking for damn near 2 hours. Okay, something moved from 4 to 3. You're riding in a caboose a mile away from your power. All the slack comes out. If you can keep your coffee on the desk, you got a good engineer. Yeah, I've got a bottle in my bag. Thought of pulling. My phone is connected to a brick, which is in my bag. So I got this cable going from my bag to my phone. And every time I take my bag off, it gets tangled up. Who else honks? Hey, it's 4,000. So that train terminates here. That's from Raritan. That's the third Keystone train we've seen. And so far, none of them have had cab cars waiting. Yep. If you just saw the engineer get out and get back in, Amtrak engineers are required to inspect the pans at every station. Just want to make sure, because you're going to be going so fast, you don't rip the, if something wrong with your pan, rip the wire down if you can avoid it, you know. You can't avoid everything, just brake while you're running. But keeps the, oh, I could have caught that at the last station, pan problems from happening. My feet are getting tired.
The signal provided by the Northeast Corridor line to Penn is operating 6 minutes late.
Jersey Avenue. I always found this kind of interesting because on Amtrak they've got the slam doors that keep the vestibules closed off. On NJT they don't. They just lock the vestibule door. It's like the standard vestibule door.
Newark transportation passengers. The state will transit trains and trains in high range. Saying that you was a line, Cranford, Norwood, Wilson Field, Fatwood, Newark, Franklin Field,
It's 56 now. 56 after the hour. So we're gonna look. I'm gonna go look at the map of the timetable again. See when the next train. The 45 just says delayed. If anybody wants to know, wants to look up the 92, Amtrak 92, and let me know where it is. Washington and Boston are both in 15 now. And there's no more Amtrak for a while. So I think we're gonna get those. Well, they're both late, but so 55 is the Vermonter. That's late. Everything's fucking late. We got 92. It's just coming up on the boards as delayed. It says 6:45 delayed. Status delayed. With no information on it. Probably means it's throwing up a service interruption somewhere. And then you've got, what else do you got? That was the Jersey Avenue all aboard. The 55 still hasn't showed up. The Trent, 6:55 p.m. Northeast Corridor line train to Trent. Then the Washington train is late. There goes that. Waiting for this fucker to leave. I can stop listening to a big old hep motor. The 703 and the 704 to Washington and Boston right now are 55 and 178. 704 is in 10 minutes, so he's 5 minutes late. The other one's in 15 minutes. The Vermonter's always late. So I was hoping to get those two trains and then leave, but we'll see. It's going to feel good to sit on the train going home. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I mean, 92 is not going to happen. The other two I kind of want to see. I'm going to give them a few minutes, see if they go later. 8 minutes for the... Okay, so the Boston train at 04 is just standard 5 late. I'll wait for that one. And then... How the hell you have a train from Penn that late? 11 minutes. That lady is beyond me. And then you got the Boston, the other one, the other direction in 15 minutes. Oh, they canceled the 724 to Long Branch. That's unfortunate. I'm going to try and make the 717 on track 1 back to New York. That's my plan. So, for that plan to not go to hell in a handbasket, it's possible Sunnyside's having a moment. That's the big yard in New York. There's something coming. This is the Trent train. It's possible. It's also possible Penn Control just screwed up. It happens. Or they had a mechanical. So the second of those two trains and the train I'm trying to get are arriving at the exact same time. So that's it's just a regional. Oh no, that's the Vermonter. Motherfucker. But it's getting more and more delayed, not less and less delayed. So we're not going to see the Vermonter tonight. I'd have to buy an Amtrak ticket, and it's probably a small fortune. I'd have to go downstairs to figure that out. But I've already bought an NJT ticket. Like, I still have the one that they never took on from North Elizabeth, so. Now the top 3 trains are all Amtrak. Yeah, but now with mobile ticketing, they just bang you for it. Train to Boston on 2 is in 2 minutes. So we should be seeing that coming around the corner any minute now. There goes another path. The train to Washington is now in 9 minutes. And my train's in 10 minutes. So I really wish this fucking RVL train would leave. There's the Boston train. The only real difference between Amtrak from here to Penn, New York, the only real difference is this place is a ghost town. The only real difference is that the Amtrak won't make Secaucus. I swear, that's a noise only an amp fleet can make. I may actually be able to get both. The next New York train is in, looks like 7 minutes. And the other one's the other Amtrak's in 4 minutes. This might work. If I missed that one, there's one right after it. And then there's another one in like 15 minutes. So, you know what, the heck with it, I'll get the Boston. It's not like at this point that makes that much of a time difference. After the Vermonter comes through, I'll head over to track 1 and we'll get whatever the next train is. So they canceled the 724 Long Branch train with service to Bayhead, and there's not another one on the board between now and when's the last train on that board show up? 7:30. So like that fucking sucks if you needed that train. And 92 is still just up there as delayed. They still doesn't have a time on it. Yeah, because the Bayhead service sucks. Like Long Branch to Bayhead shuttles. Oh, operating. Oh, maybe that's why. That's a path horn. No, yeah, path has the same horns. Eyeball Newark. Man, these are packed. I think that just leads outside. That train's in 1 minute. On track number 1. So sorry for the bouncy camera, really bouncy camera work, but I'm really hustling to make this train now. Probably when I've been standing for 2.5 hours. Because my feet hurt. Please tell me the escalator's working. God damn it. Shit.
Coffee tonight, tea coffee.
We're good, I made it. Whew. So, we're gonna lose the connection on the duck bridge now. After Secaucus, definitely. And I'm just gonna let the connection die in the tunnel. And that'll be the end for tonight. Whew. Don't get filthy window. I would love to film here in Harrison, but you get chased out because it's a pass station. So, you see that highway back there? You can sort of see cars on it. The train to Newark Broad Street follows that way. And I will do a stream from there at some point. You may see a train to it's an Amtrak ballast cars, it looks like. I don't know, my phone's picking them up there and I can see them. Let's just try holding this flat against the window and see it. Alright, other than the fact the window is disgustingly dirty. It's not the worst I've seen. There's a path train. Whoa. I can see two airplanes. On the approach to Newark. There's not much you can do when you put your train that close about the dirty window now. Yeah, there's just nothing to see. Ooh, like a year ago or something like that, I did a stream out at Secaucus. We're about to be going through there. There's the highway going over the tracks. that bit of road is backed up. Look at that. Wow. Jeez. I'm just holding the phone to the window. Coming up on, we're still a road, but we're coming up to Portal pretty soon, I think. Be slowing down for it now. Normally when I take in JT, I'm on Norristown line, so yeah, this is the bridge that is way past its useful life and going to be replaced because it's currently one of the biggest bottlenecks, although if not the biggest bottleneck on the Northeast Corridor. Yeah, now there's just nothing. So I'm, 5'11". Yeah, 6 foot, something like that. Here's a drink.
How about a default?
6'4". Yeah, so this is, I don't know if this is a corridor train. I don't think it is. I think this is a coastline train. But the Newark side is stuff that goes into Penn, Newark Penn Station, so coastline corridor. And I think the Raritan line, but I'm not sure. There tends to be more multi-levels on that side. Like on the trains that go to Penn Station, than the trains that go into Hoboken. Man, these trains need a wash. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna rain. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to say give you an interior view of the multi-levels while I see this. I'm gonna say thank you for fanning the core with me today, and hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Tomorrow, the plan is, unless it's like 75 degrees out again, because it's just too damn nice. So the plan tomorrow is to be back on the computer unless it's 75 degrees. If it's really that warm, in the 60s or 70s again, because it's just too nice to be inside. So if it is, maybe Broad Street. I wouldn't mind doing a sort of walk around on the Hudson Bergen Light Rail and sort of walking through. I've been meaning to do that for a while. And visiting different light rail stops and filming there and that kind of stuff. If it's nice. Otherwise, I'm signing off now because we're going in the tunnel. Have a great evening.